Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's go. Ah! Oh! Ah! I don't think so.
Rooftops. Not many people know it, but in Singapore, they can hide a secret paradise. Like this skyscraper, home to the world's highest food forest, where greens are harvested for mouth-watering dishes. Or this old shophouse, home to a beekeeper's lair.
Fresh Singapore honey. Obviously, don't take the bees. Wow, very good. Wow.
I'm Melvin Keng, architect who's passionate about making a difference in Singapore's built environment. Armed with a must-have of many Singaporeans.
I'm carrying my little fan because it's very hot.
Off we go, rooftop hopping in Singapore.
This is what a rooftop is for!
For our first rooftop, we are setting our sights high, straight to the second tallest building in Singapore. Walking in the central business district, you always feel a sense of austerity all around you. But one building stands out here.
It's kind of a pretty sexy looking building in CBD with the way the screens and the aluminium facade being designed. It opens up to pockets of green. It makes the building very striking.
I'm excited to find out what's at the top of this giant. So higher and higher and higher we go. At 280 meters, Capital Spring looms above most other buildings in the city centre.
Amazing, amazing.
It's home to the world's highest food forest, where over 60 varieties of edible plants are planted, grown and harvested by a team of dedicated urban farmers.
This is ulam raja. It was traditionally used in nasi ulam.
Wow.
Just like green mango.
Yeah, oh yes, it does taste like mango. Yeah.
What we have here is actually a plant that's native to the Australian continent. The lemon myrtle, very strong.
Kind of like, oh yes, kind of like strong lemon flavour.
Justin has a tough job. On the same rooftop are two restaurants. Every month, the food forest must provide about 90 kilograms of produce for their kitchens. All the while, Justin must also manage the peculiarities of the sky-high food forest.
When you're in a storm, you're in the clouds. You cannot see where you're walking, so it can be quite hectic up here. Because you're so high up, no birds actually fly up here. There's nothing that preys on the grasshoppers. So they're basically living their life up here. Our strategy is that we try not to plant everything in one space, so nothing gets destroyed all at once by the grasshoppers.
For all of Justin's pains though, you get to enjoy delicious dishes like this, made with edible greens harvested this very morning. The components change daily because what you get is all up to what's in bloom that day.
Very fresh.
Or if you're craving something with more umami, black cod, charred grilled with a dash of lemon myrtle oil, produced freshly in-house.
I like this dish a lot. It's very delicious. The taste of that lemon is actually very strong.
But while you gobble up the fruits of Justin's labour, the folks behind this farm-to-table concept also hope to inspire you to think about food sustainability.
Is to really educate the guests about what are the ingredients that they're actually consuming, because not all ingredients are 365 days. So it gives them a whole different perspective on what farming is all about, rather than just importing everything.
Not going to lie, it gets pretty hot up here on a sunny day. But that sumptuous meal, a lesson on sustainability, and these great views make it feel pretty worthwhile.
If you see other cities that have tall skyscrapers, you actually don't see pockets of green in the building. I think that is quite uniquely Singapore, I would say. And so I think it's something that we should be very proud of.
Next up, we are hopping over to the west of Singapore, to a quiet residential area called Hillville. Hillview used to be one of Singapore's busiest industrial estates, and you can still find remnants of that past here. So I find myself in an old industrial building, up a cargo lift, and stuffy stairways to find the best kept secret of the residents here, a cafe with gorgeous rooftop views.
This is really very nice. They used to use ventilation blocks like this in the 80s, but more importantly, it brings in very nice natural lighting. Really nice interiors. It also fits in with the industrial building aesthetic. And I really like this counter that they kept it very, very raw.
And it got me really curious. Who had the crazy idea to set up a cafe in this middle of nowhere place?
This used to be an abandoned canteen.
Yeah, what made us go hooked to the place was really the outdoor area with our own MBS, our 3 towers here,
It's quite interesting.
and our garden by the bay.
Oh, wow.
Other than great views, Coexist Coffee Co. offers some serious coffee. Like this tasting set, made from a house blend with hints of grapey notes.
Oh, wow. This is really very different. And I'm really interested to see what this is. They told me it's a palate cleanser and it's pear in it.
Or this other tasting set. The pour-over coffee changes every month to keep things exciting for coffee aficionados.
Oh, this is very good. So for those who need a drink for a hot day, I think this is great.
No hipster location to boast of, on top of a building with little human traffic. The cafe feels like a shot in the dark. And yet, Yijie and his team have made it happen. And from here, their business boomed to open other outlets.
The 3 of us was from family business. At the point of time, at that age, we all wanted something that is by ourselves and see whether we can make it, do up with F&B using our strengths.
I think it's good to see a generation of people who are entrepreneurs. If you start something on your own, there's a lot of innovation and invention along the way.
For our last rooftop, we're heading to the other side of Singapore, a low-lying coastal area in the east, Siglap, a neighborhood with a laid-back old-world charm. I'm told there's something out of this world waiting for me up this shophouse.
See the spiral staircase there? People didn't have toilets in the past, so the helpers had to use these back staircases to put the waste outside of the house.
Shophouses were commonly built in Singapore's past. Today, many of them have been repurposed in ingenious ways.
Oh, there's a bicycle here. There's another one. Looks like someone's home.
And I step into what looks like a bohemian paradise.
Well, I know now what it feels like in the sun. Well, I know now that the dream is never done.
Chick, you also smell?
Clarence runs an array of workshops and experiences on this rooftop, which he calls a nature experience center. And I'm suiting up for its most famous one.
I don't think I'm afraid of bees, but we shall see.
Wow. This is a very young comb. You can see the whiteness of it.
I'm a bit speechless because I've never seen this up close before. Oh my god.
Ah, just nice. Look, this is the queen bee right here. The only one that can lay eggs is the queen bee.
All of these beehives have actually been rescued. 5 years ago, a chance encounter with bees got Clarence fascinated. He started a bee rescue service, saving them from being exterminated by pest control.
You know, Melvin, people always think about bees for the honey.
Yeah.
Bees, honey, they provide so much more than the honey. You kill the bees, you don't get pollination, and not only just fruits, but forest health is dependent on bees also.
Okay, but the honey was really memorable.
Wow. Very good. Wow. It's amazing. Very good. Wow.
So what you ate was probably 3 to 4 bees worth of lifetime work.
Okay. I have more appreciation for honey now.
Indeed, yeah.
And the Sundowner doesn't just stop at education. Clarence knows how to create a blast of a time on a rooftop. Introducing the Rooftop Mojito, made with honey from the apiary. And the Ice Bath Challenge.
Don't stand on ceremony. Let's go.
Ah! Ah! Oh! Ah!
Go.
Hey, go!
My body is rejuvenating.
You feel the warmth
Yes,
coming back in?
Yes.
At this moment, I must say, the sun actually feels really, really amazing. Rooftops are truly wonderful spaces. Rising above the rest of the world, you feel like you're in a special realm. And today, on this Rooftops in Singapore, I've also discovered a story about sustainability, a story about entrepreneurs, and a story about passion.
We are a very young city, but we also have many interesting spaces. I think it's encouraging to see people thrive in these spaces.